is Ruby. A few facts about Sonoma Racetrack is it is a road course with a drag strip located at Sears Point in the southern Sonoma Mountains of Sonoma, California. The road course features 12 turns on a hilly course with 160 feet, a total elevation change. It was opened up in 1968, and it is just located just 30 minutes away from north of the Golden Gate Bridge. Sonoma Raceway is a 1,600-acre facility with a 2.52-mile road course. So we are about to get started here just in a few minutes. It's going to be an interesting race. I'm looking forward to see who's going to win this race. Last week we had Harvick. Harvick won the Daytona race last week in the Truck Series. We will interview him later on after the race and see about what his strategy was and how he got that win at Daytona last week.
They're starting at 10:10.
All right.
Yeah, Ruby.
Say what?
Okay, I guess
Ruby.
Huh?
Are we waiting for anyone?
No, we're not. Let me let them know that we're ready. Okay, Yori, go ahead and join now.
All right.
Yeah, York. After we're done with the with the race tonight, I'll take myself off, not allow, and I'll put myself on allow so that I could at least hear me.
All right.
Yori, you're in, right?
Yes. Alright, we're just about to get started here at the Sonoma Racetrack.
Coming to the green, driver. Pace
And
cars
here we go,
on.
about to
Be
go
ready.
green flag. There is 9 of them racing there. Here we go, green flag. Abjad's going to be taking the lead.
Hopefully,
Here
no
we
pressure
go,
from
on the
behind.
outside. He's trying to consult her, trying to get on the outside. And it sounds like we got a little bit of a wreck. A little bit of crash going on in the back. Abjad still got the lead at the moment. And Abjad messes up a little bit. And he's going to the back. He's still second.
Careful, still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
And the field's starting to split up just a little bit. comes Applejack. Applejack's gonna try to take the lead, and he does. Second place with the going outside. Oh, Applejack gets a little bit bumped from third placeman. But the outside car gets the lead just right back. Here goes Applejack. Applejack trying to hit that first place just right back. A couple of people hitting the sand a little bit. Creek Swan just gets gets into the Applejack, goes into the dirt, and we got a new leader. We got Scotty Jr. in the lead. Scotty Jr. And here comes Applejack way inside, and he's just get a penalty because he's going way inside. Now we got a new leader, Harvard. Harvard's in the lead. Applejack's right behind him, and got a little split in between from second and third place. Harvard going into that first turn. Applejack trying to get right behind Harvard. Just can't quite do it at the moment. And Harvard messes up just a little bit, gets in the sand. So does Applejack. Applejack gets in the sand just a little bit himself. And he gets in the Harvard gets in the sand a little bit. Applejack right beside him. And they're messing up a little bit. Harvard gets in the sand big time. We got a new leader. Scotty Jr. is your leader, actually. My bet on that, but Scotty Jr. is your new leader. And second, third placement fighting for it while Scotty Jr. taking off. Scotty Jr. doing pretty good here in the race so far. And second placement is trying to catch back up. Squad, he's trying to get caught up a little bit. I believe he's in third place. Harvard trying to hold on to that second spot while Creek Squad is trying to get inside. He's going to try to get inside. Harvard hits the wall a little bit. The Creek Squad stays right there in third, and the fifth spot car gets a little messed up with that beer belly. And Scott Jr. is still in the lead. He gets in the sand a little bit, but he's still all right. He's still in first place. And we got a battle for third and fourth spot. Harvard still holding on to that second spot. And they're going to get a little bumpy to bumper with Creek. Creek and Ruby gets into it a little bit together. Harvard still holding on to that second spot. And he gets turned sideways, but he holds it on. He's still in second spot. Creek is still trying to hold on that third spot. Can he hold on that third spot? Scotty Jr. still holding on. He is cruising through this race. He's still in his first spot. And they got a little battle going side by side in the third and fourth place. Harvard's still holding on to that second spot, and he's starting to get a little company. Ruby trying to get Creek, but he cannot quite get him. And he's still don't be in that fourth spot. And here he comes. He's taking the third spot from Creek, and they're going into the last turn right here. Creek's going in outside. Ruby takes it inside. He gets it. He's in the third spot now. Creek going in the back now. He's in fifth spot. Applejack has taken the fourth spot. Creek is in the fifth spot. Scotty Jr. still is your leader. It is Scotty Jr. Then it's Harvick, Ruby, and Applejack, then Creek. That is your top five at the moment. And Harvick's getting getting some company coming on here. There is a battle from second to fifth. They're not too far from one another. And Harvick messes up a little bit. So does Ruby. Ruby messes up. They're going three wide, going on straightaway. Here comes Creek and here comes Applejack messes up just a little bit. Now he's going into turn. Creek doing it. Oh, he almost touched Ruby, but it was no good. Creek is trying to hold on that 4th spot. Scotty Jr.'s got a big distance from anybody. He might get this race as long as he don't mess up. As long as he keeps this up, he'll hold on to that 1st position and get the win. Harvick's still in the 2nd spot. He is doing pretty good. He's doing a little bit minor mess ups, but he's holding on to that 1st spot. Ruby is in the 3rd spot. Then you got Creed in your 4th spot, and then you got Applejack in your 5th spot.
Handful left to go. That counts 5.
This 1st stage just about done here. Stage 1, I think Scotty Jr. is going to get this 1st stage win of this race. He's got a big distance from everyone else. Scotty Jr. have no issues at all, not even hitting the sand or nothing. He's staying right on that track and hitting his marks and not messing up. Until I mention now, Scotty Jr. gets in the sand a little bit. Harvick's still in 2nd spot. You got Ruby in 3rd spot, but Creek is right behind him, only about 2 turn lengths. He's trying to get that 3rd spot from Ruby.
Ruby is 2nd.
Ruby?
Yeah, Harvick's took spin out.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Harvick actually spun out. Did not see him. So Scotty Jr. is still your lead.
Go Scotty.
Ruby is in your 2nd spot.
Ruby in 2nd, Creek in 3rd, Abstract in 4th.
Creek is in your 3rd spot. That's it. Abstract in your 4th spot, and then it is Harvick in your 5th spot.
40 go.
4 laps remaining. Scotty Jr. still holding on to that 1st position. With 4 laps to go for stage 1. Ruby holding on to that 2nd spot. We got a little battle going on for 3rd and 4th between Abstract and Creek. Creek messes up just a little bit. He gets back right on back onto the track, holding on for that 3rd spot. Creek hits the wall a little bit into the sand. He hit the litter box. Now Abstract trying to come inside. He does. Creek cannot get out of the litter box. Creek stay out of the litter box and stay on the road. Creek is now in 4th spot. Creek goes way outside while Abstract goes on. He takes on a little bit from Creek. Let's check up on our leader. Ruby's still in 2nd, but Abstract trying to get onto that 2nd spot. And we got Creek. Creek still getting in the litter box, going way outside. Harvick still in your 5th spot. Scotty Jr. on his last turn. Going about 3 laps remaining. 3 laps remaining. Ruby's starting to get a little bit of company. Can he hold on to that 2nd spot with 3 laps remaining?
Creek spun.
We got Creek spun out. I don't know. I guess he's getting out of focus. On his last turn, he messed up, spun out. I guess he's getting a little too anxious out there and starting to focus on that litter box.
You know how hard it is not to laugh at that?
What's going on with Abstract? Abstract just stops in the middle of the road. Is there a caution now?
No caution.
No, there's no caution. I do not know why Abstract just stopped in the middle of the road and just stopped. But Ruby is still in your second spot with Scotty Jr. first. Creek Squad going back in the litter box, getting back on the road. Creek Squad almost hit that wall in the litter box. Creek Squad needs to try to change up his driving a little bit if he wants to get some good top finish in this race. Scotty Jr. still in the first. He's going on his last turn here, his 12th turn. And he's going to make it 2 laps remaining. 2 laps remaining. Ruby going in his last turn. He's coming through. Harvin's still doing pretty good. I think he's catching up on Creek there for the 4th spot.
Creek's behind me. I'm in 4th.
I mean, remark that Creek is actually in the 5th spot, and Harvin's in the 4th spot. Abstract still 3rd spot. Abstract still in the 3rd spot. My main concern is can Abstract get himself together and get this win when he started out on the pole? Or will it be Scotty Jr.? Creek Squad, we got Creek Squad in the pits. Is he going for a 4 tire? 4 tires? 2 tires? How much gas is he getting? We don't see how long it's going to take him to get all his tires. How long is pit's going to be? Scotty Jr. just cruising right on with 2 laps remaining. And there's a little dirt in the way of his driving. I think he's catching up on about to lap someone, possibility. Harvin's still holding that 4th spot. Ruby is in 2nd. Ruby's entering that 12th turn. With 1 lap remaining, 1 lap remaining, guys. We only got 1 lap left for stage 1. Abstract on his last turn. He gets close to the wall, but holds it on. Coming through the white flag.
Oh, my bad, Byers.
All clear.
And Creek Squad is back on the road. He's heading back on. Scotty Jr. still holding on. It looks like Ruby's starting to catch on to Scotty just a little bit. Just a little bit of gaining access to Scotty. And Harvin just got passed by Byers. Byers just got passed by Harvin. And Harvin holding on right there with Byers. Byers messed up. And Harvin just wrecks out of nowhere. Byers goes on. Harvin gets back on the road. Going to try to catch back up to Byers. Byers is the 7th, so that makes Harvin in 8th spot, right there at the rear. But Ruby is still in 2nd. He's almost about to enter his last turn. Byers messed up. He's in the litter box just a little bit. Abstract still in 3rd. Creek going through his last turn. Scotty is trying to make it through. He gets in the litter box just a little bit. Ruby's coming on pretty strong here, but Scotty's going to hold on. He's getting going, and he's going to pretty much win the stage 1 of this. And that's in stage 1, ladies and gentlemen, with Ruby in 2nd, and Abstract should be 3rd.
Harvick 4th, Beer Belly 5th.
And then Harvin will be in 4th place, and then Beer Belly will be in 5th.
I'll be lucky if I make it to the finish.
We are already 20 minutes in, and Scotty Jr. is your leader. My question is, can Scotty Jr. hold it in for stage 2 and get the win for stage 2? Or will it be Ruby? We never know until we get to stage 2. So we'll be getting going here, going back to green flag here in just a few minutes.
Byers will get the wave around.
And it looks like Byers don't be getting the wave around for this time by. Byers is getting the wave around after he's been lapped down. But as we seen earlier, Creek had a little struggle there in his driving, couldn't hardly keep it on the road course. But let's hope he can actually get it together and get his driving a little bit better than this race.
Creek might be waiting for like the last stage.
All right, be smart out there.
Abstract's gonna be going green here, taking the green flag. Here we go, green flag, green. Harvard's in the outside. Scarlett's in the inside. Ruby's in the outside. Got a little bit of braking going on in the back. Abstract takes third spot. Scotty's in second. Ruby's in first. Abstract just don't hold on to that third spot. Here comes Scotty Jr. Scotty Jr. getting on Ruby's tail. Here comes Scotty Jr. He takes the lead now. Ruby's in second and Abstract's in third. Looks like Creek's in fourth spot. And Scotty Jr. holding on. Ruby overdoes it just a little bit, trying to get that first spot. So he's going to be going to that fourth spot now. Creek's coming in third. Abstract's in second right now, right on Scotty. Here comes Abstract. Abstract's thinking about it though. He's going to stay right there in second spot and get right on his bumper. Does a little outside wider. And Scotty takes it on a little bit, gets a little pull on there. Ruby's in third. Abstract's in second. Looks like Creek's in fourth. And Scotty Jr. going in. Here comes Abstract trying to come in. Here he comes. Abstract trying to come in. No good. Scotty Jr. still holding on that first spot. Here comes Abstract. He's coming into the outside. Scotty Jr. still holding it on. He's going into the last little turn here. Come to through the checker flag, and he's got the first lap of lead. Abstract right there on his bumper. Scotty Jr. just trying to hold it on. Abstract just trying to find a way to get around Scotty, but it cannot be any done. Ruby's still in third. Ruby's trying to catch on to Abstract, get through him, and catch on to Scotty Jr. Scotty Jr.'s got a good run going on right now for you. And his second and third still battling that. Abstract and Ruby. Oh, Scotty turns sideways, two-wheeled. That messes it up. Abstract would take the lead. But here comes Scotty. Scotty right back on his tail. We got a good race going on here, folks. Right here, Ruby's right here in third. He's right with Scotty. And we're going to go almost too wide. We're only going too wide in the turn. Scotty Jr. right there. Scotty messes up. Gets in the little box just a little bit. Now he's in third. Scotty's still in third spot. Abstract's in the lead with Ruby right behind him. Ruby just trying to catch on, and that's not good. Abstract doing pretty good here. He's holding on to that lead. He might get to stage 2 win. We never know. Ruby's still right with him. Scotty really messed up when he did. He's just trying to catch back on and get back to Ruby, and Abstract trying to get back to that first position. But will he have enough time to catch back up to them and get his lead back that he wanted in stage 1? Ruby still holding on to that second spot. Abstract, he's still in the lead. He's holding on to that first spot pretty well. Here we go for this tight turn right here that makes you go two-wheeled. Holds it on pretty good. Looks like Scotty messed up a little bit in that turn. Ruby's still in second. Gains a little access to him. Getting right near his bumper. Scotty's starting to catch on to Ruby. Abstract almost went into the litter box, real close. Abstract still holding on to that first position. Scotty's starting to get in the distance here. Starting to lag here. Here comes Ruby. Ruby coming in strong. He's getting right there to Abstract's bumper. Abstract's still right there. He's coming through the little turn here to the flag stand. And he'll get the next lap in that first position. Ruby trying to come in a little strong here. Get right near Abstract's bumper. Abstract messed up just a tad bit coming through that turn. But he's going to try to stay right there with him. Scotty just trying his hardest to come back and get back to Abstract, and Ruby messes up just a little bit coming out of one of the turns. Abstract still holding on. Ruby getting right there near and not quite good. And Scotty messes up. He goes into the litter box. Scotty messes up, gets in the litter box, so that's going to make him flutter behind second place with Ruby. Ruby trying to come in a little bit in the inside, no good. Ruby's going to stay in second spot with Abstract in first. That helps out a little bit of Scotty. Scotty's starting to come on up just a tad bit. We got a pretty good gap here from second and third, and then third and on. They're way out. Abstract holding on. Oh, Ruby almost bumped him in the bumper, but it did not. He went on the outside, so he went his bumper real hard and turned him out around. And here comes Abstract coming through the checkered flag.
5 to go, driver.
And he gets another lap in. And there's 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go to stage 2. Ruby trying to hold on. He's holding on to that second position pretty good. Scotty way behind. Abstract's going to hold on to that first position. Will he hold on to the next 5 laps to get the stage 2 win? Or will it be Ruby? But Ruby get the stage 2 win. Abstract just still holding on right there. Ruby can't just quite get to him. He's trying his best to get to him as best he can. He goes a little bit outside more than Abstract did. And he's starting to get a little bit to him on his bumper. Ruby's right there. Ruby is within 1 truck length of Abstract. He is right there with him. We don't have a good close 5-lap race right here for stage 2. And Scotty's done led to building. Scotty has done led to building. He has only a first and second battle right now. Scotty's done left from Ruby. And I don't think he's going to catch up to get second spot unless Ruby messes up the last 5 laps. And here comes Abstract after the last turn, turn number 12. And he's going to be coming to the finish line for 4 more laps to go. 4 more laps to go. Ruby gets a little lag behind here. As Abstract slows down, here comes Ruby. Ruby comes in a little strong, but Abstract done took off a little bit. Made a good little gap here. Ruby just trying to hold on with that second spot, just trying to get himself together. I think he's wanting that first position really bad right now. Abstract just nice and cool, just holding on to that first spot. Abstract almost went 2-wheeled there. Ruby goes up high in that turn, put a little bit too much gas into it. But he's going to be alright, still on the road course, and he's going to be coming right on through. Abstract slowing down to go for the turn. Here comes Ruby. Ruby trying to come on in. Ruby goes a little off the road course there, that turn, but he's right there with Abstract. He is right with him. Believe it or not, he's right there with him. Abstract trying to hold on. Ruby is right there on his tail. Abstract goes a little wide there. He's got this final turn. Ruby right there. He's about to give him a nudge. A dozen. Ruby's right there. Here we go. We got about 3 laps remaining. 3 laps remaining in the race at stage number 2. Ruby is right there with him. Ruby's holding on to that second position still. Trying to catch up on Abstract. Gets in a little bit of the sand here. Abstract still holding on. Ruby is second. Ruby is up in a truck lane. They got a third position. Starting to catch on just a little bit. Oh, we got Ruby. He went 2-wheeled there for a second, but he's still right there with Abstract. Here he goes. He almost was about to go to the outside of Abstract and try to take off, but he decided not to. So Ruby's going to stay right there in second. He's going to give a little nudge to Abstract. Abstract holding on like it was nothing to him. And he's still holding on. Ruby goes a little bit more outside there than Abstract did. Ruby goes 2-wheeled again from hitting those corner bumpers, but still holds on pretty well. Abstract still holding on first. He goes in the sand a little bit, so does Ruby. They're still right there with one another. And here they come. They're coming into the last turn. Turn number 12. Ruby right there with them. But Abstract looks like he's going to get that lap in on first position. But 2 laps remaining. There's only 2 laps remaining in stage number 2. What a race going on here, guys. We got a good race going on, and Abstract just lapped Byers. Byers is down the sand. He is lapped down again. And Ruby done took the lead. Ruby done took the lead from Abstract. And Ruby hold it on with 2 laps remaining. Can Ruby hold on to that first position? Abstract going into the outside. He gets a little nudge and gets the sand because of Ruby. But Abstract gets the lead from Ruby. Ruby's back in second position now. And Ruby goes 2-wheeled there for a second. Abstract holding it on. He got his position back. Ruby still messes up, goes in the litter box. That's going to hurt him a little bit of his timing. It's going to hurt him to try and get that first position. Byers is just trying to hold on. He wants to get that. He wants to get back on the lead lap. But I don't think that's going to happen unless there's a wreck or something going on here. Abstract still holding on. Oh, we got to mess up with Ruby. Ruby really messed up. Turned over, wheeled it, and now he went into the litter box. Now he's way off in the back now. Abstract's got a good cushion here now to finish the stage 2 and get the stage 2 win. We are going to white flag down. We are white flag. 1 lap remaining, stage number 2. Abstract is your leader with Ruby in second. Abstract holding on pretty good. Ruby trying to get it going here, trying to get back to him. He wants that first position. He wants a stage win, but the stage win that really counts is stage number 3. I wonder if Ruby can get revenge and get Abstract and beat him in stage number 3 and get the win of the race. Well, we've seen that, right? And Ruby messes up, hits the wall and the leather box out of the big turn here. Messed up really bad. That just hurts a lot more. And Ruby's still holding on to second, third place, no nearby. Abstract still holding on to that first place. He's almost about to come into turn number 12 here and get that stage 2 win. Ruby's trying to come on. He's more likely he's going to get that second position. Abstract still holding on. Here he comes into the final turn here. Coming through final turn, turn 12. Stage 2 winner will be number 32, Abstract. Your stage 2 winner, Abstract number 32. Second place will be the number 20 car.
I'll find that stage.
Ruby.
That'll get the job done, driver.
Ruby, did Creek run out of gas?
Yeah, Creek ran out of gas.
And Creek number 13 ran out of gas with 1 lap to go. He took a big risk. That just did not go well for Creek. Usually Creek's right up front, but he's doing little minor mistakes here tonight in Sonoma. So that was doing rapid for our stage 2 race. We're going into our final stage for tonight. Our final stages for tonight. Stage number 3. This is the one that really counts here. Who takes the win for stage number 3? Should be going green here just a minute.
Your top 5 is Abstract, Ruby, Scotty, Harvey, Creek. This is the top 5 stage.
Alright. And our top 5 is Abstract. We got Ruby in second. And third spot is Harvey. No, Scotty's. My bad. Harvey. Scotty's in your third position. And
No, it's Creek, and then
Head
Harvey.
on straight. Ready.
And Creek, and then it's Harvey. And here we go. Green flag. Green flag to start stage 3. Abstract is going to take your lead. He's going to go on. And here comes Scotty. Scotty trying to come on through. He wants to get that first position back after he didn't win stage 2. He wants to win, but Abstract is doing a little bit of blocking here. But we only got 5 cars left out of the 9. Looks like Ruby trying to hold on to that third spot. Oh, we got a little bumpy going on for Abstract. And Scotty's still holding on to that second spot, but he wants that first spot real bad. He's going to take the lead and go on with it. Oh, Scotty messes up in the turn up. Now he's going to be in the third spot. Ruby's back in the second spot. Scotty can't seem to get out of the litter box, but he does. Now he's going to the back. Now they're battling for third, fourth, and fifth. Scotty holding on third, but oh, here comes Harvey Wade coming in hard, but he messes up. Now he goes back in the fifth. He's trying to take that third spot, but it was no good. Came in too hot. Just came straight in there too hot. So he's going to go a little bit to the back because of his little minor mistake there. But Ruby's still holding on, trying to come on through with Abstract in the lead. Here comes Creek. Creek's trying to pass Scotty, but no good. Scotty gets a little bump from Creek. Creek's trying to get on through. Harvey gets past from Scotty, and Scotty's going to take that third spot. Scotty is in third position, and Harvey's right there. Creek's a little bit back, but Harvey messes up just a little bit. But he's still right there on Scotty. Creek's right there on Harvey. Scotty's going to try to make a Harvey's going to try to make a pass, but it's no good at the moment. But he's right there still at his tail. Almost turn him around. And Creek's going to take that fourth position now. With Harvey right back on the tail. Harvey messes up, gets in the sand real bad. Now he's going to be almost taking it from the fifth spot. Abstract still your leader.
He just took it from him. He got into the cat litter.
And Abstract got in the cat litter just a little bit, so Ruby's now your leader. Ruby's in first position. Ruby might actually get to win the number 20 car. Might actually get him a win here. Who knows? We will find out. As long as he don't do no mistakes like he was earlier, with 1 lap to go in stage 2, as long as he can keep it up and keep that car straight, he'll be alright and maybe get the win. Abstract's doing his second spot. Abstract trying to trying to get in, trying to catch up on Ruby a little bit. That's no good. At least Scotty's in third. Trying to hold on that third spot. Scotty had a real good turnout in stage 1. Took off from everyone and had a pretty good car in first stage of the race. But after that first stage of the race, after we started stage 2, he has just been off his game. I don't know if it's the truck or it's him. It's either the driver or the truck. There's no other explanation. But Ruby's still holding that first position. With Abstract trying to come into that first spot. Ruby right there at that yellow line of the sandbox, but it holds it on. It's on the little bumpers there. He's still holding that first spot. I know his hand's probably starting to get a little sweaty here, with Abstract right on his tail. But maybe he can hold it off. Abstract trying to gain as much as he can. Make any little adjustments he can to catch on to Ruby. Because we know Abstract has a good piece here. As long as he just drives it like he should, like he has been in stage 2, he'll be in good shape. And oh, we got a little bump. And we got a wreck here. Ruby gets into the tires. Abstract takes the lead. Scotty's a second now. And now, that fourth position is Creed. And Harmon's in 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Abstract's got the lead now after he bumped into Ruby on the last turn and then made Ruby hit the tires and had nowhere to go. Just Abstract came in a little hot, took it over. Abstract is now your leader, with Scotty in 2nd, Ruby in 3rd. Abstract's got a pretty good lead because Scotty was a little ways off from even 2nd placement of Abstract. Abstract's got a pretty good lead going on right now, and he might actually get to win tonight. As long as he don't do no major mistakes, just keep driving like he has been, keep it up. Ruby took 2nd spot from Scotty, and they're going to battle right now for 2nd and 3rd spot. Scotty done took back over from Ruby, and he's going to try to hold on to that 2nd spot, the number 17 truck. And Scotty come up, gain up on Abstract and get that win. As his car was really good in stage 1. Ruby right there was Scotty, but Scotty attached the wall just a little bit. So does Ruby. They continue on, come through the flag stand. And Ruby's just trying to hold on to that 3rd position and gain up a little bit as much as he can. Ruby flying up for the 1st and 2nd turn. Here he comes on. He's goes a little up high there. Goes into the litter box just a little bit. He cut in too deep and made it go to that litter box. Scotty Jr. gets in the litter box, messed up just a tad bit, but he's alright. He's still got 2nd spot. Creek is holding for the 4th spot while Harmon's in 5th. Harmon is just having a little rough night, so is Creek. Harmon's doing a little bit major mess ups, and so is Creek. Creek's been having a real rough night with hitting that litter box a lot and just having a little minor mess ups of his driving. As he ran out of gas in stage 2 with 1 lap to go, he ran out of gas. Good thing is though now he's got more gas, so he can run into that litter box some more, but we'll see how much more litter boxes he's going to actually hit. Abstract, still your leader. He's got a big lead from 2nd spot of Scotty Jr. Abstract still holding on. He's coming through the checkered flag right now. Another lap down. Another lap down. That's stage number 3. There's 17 more laps to go. 17 more laps to go.
That is just the best time.
Astrod's still holding on. Scotty Jr. holding on to that second spot. Third spot, my man. Bumps into Ruby real hard. Ruby's trying to hold on that second spot on the inside. He does. Scotty just don't let him take on. Scotty, oh, Ruby almost gets 2 wheeled there, but holds it on. He's going to take that second spot from Scotty. Scotty's starting to back up now. He's messing up his game a little bit, but he's not too far. He can get that second spot back. Ruby goes a little up higher than he should. And Scotty trying to gain access to Ruby. Can't quite do it at the moment, but he's still right there with him. Goes a little outside more than he should at the litter box, but he's still in that second position. Astrod's still in first. He done went for turn number 12. He's going for the flag stand. Make 16 more laps to go. Scotty Jr. is still in there. Is for top 3. Ruby's in second. Amazing how many laps they can get done within an hour of how many laps they can actually get done at a 1,600 something acre land over a 2.5 mile track. They done got a lot of laps done in 47 minutes. That is really, really crazy. Ruby goes into the letter box. He messes up big time. Scotty's going to take that second position now. Ruby's going to be in third. Here comes Ruby. Ruby gives a little bump to Scotty. And he's going to be in the inside. Ruby's in the inside. Scotty's going to the inside now. He's going to take it over. They're still side by side for second and third. Ruby's going to try to take over. But Scotty, he does so far, but not all the way clear. But Ruby messes up. So does Scotty. Scotty messes up just a little bit. Scotty goes in the litter box a little bit, way too wide. Now Ruby's taking over second for sure, but Scotty right there in third. We're gonna see how can Ruby hold on to second spot. Abstract going for the flag stand again. Ruby's holding on to that second spot. If he can get to the second spot, he'll be in great shape. Ruby can really use this top 3 finish right here. Abstract just taking a good cruise. Wow, Scotty Jr. trying to catch up to Ruby again. It looks like Creek's going to probably pit here, but Ruby messes up a little bit in the big turn and gets into the letter box, so it makes Scotty pass on through. But he's getting right back on the Scotty. Ruby's going to go to the inside. They're side by side, too wide. Ruby's going to take it in the inside. He passes Scotty. Scotty's going to be in third spot. Scotty's going to give him a little tap there. And Ruby's going to take that second position just right back. Ruby holding on to that second spot. Scotty messes up big time. He's going to hit the wall. He is in the litter box big time. After he really overcorrected the steering wheel. So now Ruby's got a good little distance from Scotty. As long as Ruby don't mess up, he can definitely get that second spot with about 15 more laps to go. Ruby's still holding that 6 spot. Abstract still in the lead. He's doing phenomenal in this race. He won stage 2 and he might get this last stage win and actually win the race. Ruby in 2nd position. Scotty in 3rd. Scotty just trying to catch back on and get to near Ruby so he can get at least 2nd spot. I don't think Scotty's going to be able to catch up to Abstract and get that 1st position. But we will see with about around 14-15 laps remaining. Byers has done got lapped by Abstract, and now Ruby's going to try to lap him and get by him. Byers laid off the gas so Ruby can come on by. Byers has just been having a tough night tonight. We might have to interview him, see what's going on with him after the race, after we interview Harvick. And just don't have to see what's going on. Why Byron having a bad race? Might even see why if he had a bad setup for his car, if his car's too loose, too tight, or what? We don't know. Well, we might have a discussion with Byers after the race, see what's up, and see if he'll tell us what was wrong with the car, or if it's just his driving. Ruby's still in that 2nd spot, Abstract in 1st. Scotty Jr., he's still back. He just a little bit coming in for turn number 1 now. As Ruby getting to turn number 2 and 3. Scotty just lagging a little bit behind each lap. Ruby holding on to that 2nd spot. Oh, Ruby messes up a little bit. What is going on with Ruby? Ruby really messing up all over the track. He's still 2nd though, but it helps Scotty gain some access to him and get back to him. And it looks like Scotty a little side there. He's jumping in that litter box up and down a little bit. And he's trying to come on through and get to Ruby. Ruby's still holding that 2nd spot, going for the turn. Scotty's starting to gain on him. Ruby messes up, goes a little too wide there out of that turn. But here comes Ruby. Ruby's just trying to hold that 2nd spot with about 14 more laps to go. Can Ruby really hold on for another 14 laps? But here's the thing we got to think about. Oh no, Scotty goes way outside of the litter box. He's playing in the litter box with the tires, and he's starting to lose a little bit of gainess to Ruby. But as I was about to say, we got pit strategy. What is everybody's pit strategy? What are they thinking? When are they going to pit? What lap should they go in the pits? Get 4 tires? Should they get 2 tires? Should they get a half a tank of gas, a full tank of gas? Enough gas to get it through for the finish? Or are they going to get a lot extra just in case we have a lot of caution overtime of the race? Who knows? We're going to see what everybody's pit strategy is. Ruby's still in 2nd, Abstract's in 1st. We're almost an hour in this race with Ruby in 2nd and Scotty's still in 3rd. But Scotty's pretty much out of the picture from Ruby, as we can see here. But can Ruby catch on to Abstract? I'm saying no. I don't think Ruby's going to catch on to Abstract. Ruby's been doing little minor mistakes here. Whenever Scotty gets there, he messes up a little bit. So I don't think Ruby's going to catch on to Abstract. Unless Abstract and Ruby makes a major mistake. Ruby might not get this win, but he's getting a top 3 finish. More than likely get a top 3 finish. And that's going to really help him in his points.
Slow down.
Abstract going through. Now Ruby's starting to actually go pit. While Abstract going on, he's starting to make another lap. Ruby's going to make a pit. And he don't go for 4 tires. He's going to go for 2 tires. He's going for a full tank of gas. What is his plan? What's his mind going through right now? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is his mindset of what he needs to get? Is this going to really hurt Ruby badly, or is this going to help him? Is he going in pits too early? Or a little bit too late, but I don't think he's going in too late. So, Abstract, he's actually in the pits too. Here's Creek. Scotty's gonna be your new leader here just a second, as he's about to pass Abstract and Ruby. So this helps him out, but he's still
I just
got
lagged
the
out. I just fucking disconnected because my fucking wheel did stupid shit.
Scotty Jr. now taking the lead. He is in the lead now because Abstract and Ruby both pitted. But here's the thing, Scotty still don't have to pit, so that still kind of might hurt him. He should probably went ahead and pitted, while the leader and second place done pitted.